Hello, my name is Jared from piratechipgames, and this is Vend-A-Geddon. This is the first game that I put on our piratechipgames account. It's actually only the second game that I completed using the Godot engine, so needless to say, this thing is just completely disgusting under the hood. But the game works, so whatever. I always wanted to make a top-down shooter, and I'm not really sure where this idea came from, where it's kind of vending machine centric. But it was funny, and people seem to really like it, so I guess it turned out to be a pretty good project. Also, I was really bad at making tutorials and stuff, so I just decided to write everything on the ground and hope that people read how to do it. Also on the walls, all the graffiti is just the tutorial and controls and stuff. And there were way too many controls in this game. There's no need for half of them because you wouldn't even use them. Especially later on when all the zombies are running really fast and you're trying to switch a weapon and you don't remember how because it was written on the wall. I don't know. Pretty poor design. Also the two separate bars on the top and the bottom. Some people were confused about which bar was which. I thought it was obvious because health is usually red, and then the tower health is blue. But looking back, it's terrible. There is that little thing there that says the tower must not fall, and it's got the blue symbol next to it, and then your little health thing has the red symbol. But again, it's written on the ground, and nobody reads it because you're trying to pay attention to the zombies. So whatever, it is what it is. Boy, I really played with bars in this game, though. The guns all have a different bar color and stuff. It was fun. It's a fun feature in Godot, for sure. Also, the boxes were always in here. That was always a plan to have boxes to kind of be barriers to the zombies and also have extra money in them. But there was something else we added way, way later in the game that just changed the whole feeling of it. And that was the wrenches. So some boxes have wrenches in them, and you have to use those wrenches in order to upgrade the tower. Even though that's not clear at all, because there wasn't really a tutorial for it whatsoever, so, I mean, my bad. Again, I think I've gotten better at tutorials, maybe. But that one change was such a huge difference. It was pretty amazing to play through it after adding that and being like, oh my gosh, this feels like a complete game now. What the heck? Oh, and the vending machine with the little lights and the everything changing with the prices and all that little stuff to pick your different weapons and items and stuff in there. It is so hard-coded that looking back at the code now, it's just absolutely disgusting and jank. Because I copy-pasted every single line because I didn't know how to do functions or anything at that time. I was totally new to it. So everything was just big old chunks of copy-paste. Oh, and I will say, playing it again, this game was hard. This was way hard. I think when you make it yourself, you get used to it and it's not hard at all, but there were some complaints on difficulty and I can totally see why. This was definitely not easy. I was able to beat it on the first try though, so, I mean, get good. So a couple of my favorite things about this game was the music, which was really my first try making music loops, and I think I did okay. I liked how it came out when you first started up. It's got a cool little beat to it. And another thing I liked was the random colors that the zombies show when you kill them. That was fun. Very colorful and friendly. And a couple of things that I really liked about it was when you die, you just explode, and the camera zooms in, and I found this disgusting sound effect for it. So I wanted to make it, because, the game was kind of a challenge. So if you die, you really die. Another thing that I wish I had changed was when you purchase an item, it takes you out of the vending machine. But that was literally just due to how poorly hard-coded it was. If I were to have made it stay on the vending machine, I don't know how I would have even figured out how to do that. It's kind of hard to explain without showing you the disgusting code, and I'm never going to look at the code again, because this was ugh. But, yeah, that was one slight annoyance that I totally agree with. Also, if you don't get the gist of what's going on just by watching, basically, you defend the tower. There's a bunch of coins in the boxes. The boxes can only be broken by the machine gun or the flamethrower. And, yeah, you kind of just grind for coins for a little bit until you can afford buying the upgrades for the tower, and also balancing the health of the tower as well as your health if you're getting hit a lot. And it became this really hectic, fast-paced survival thing. I mean, look how fast that health just, like, drained. It was great. For the graphics, I used Aseprite, which I always use for pixel art stuff because it's a great program. For the music, I used BoscaCeoil, which is probably the easiest music maker out there. And for the sound effects, I just scrounged a bunch of sounds from Freesound and edited them inside of Audacity, or also just used BoscaCeoil for some more of the retro sounds. So yeah, that's pretty much Vend-A-Geddon. It's almost over. We almost put the last piece onto the tower. Gonna show the amazing ending. But I really liked it. I loved this game. Finishing it up felt really amazing. Getting feedback on it was really just awesome as always. And I learned a lot making it. I think that's what it's all about. Getting stuff out there. Aw, yeah. Clearly the most badass vending machine you have ever seen. I covered him in blood. See, I imagine after this that, you know, he could have just, like, blown up or, like, sent a big thing of radiation or something to kill all the zombies or whatever. But nah, he's just he's just fighting them one-on-one with a machete and a bunch of grenades. Oh, man. Also, I think this video is still going because I wanted to show what it was like for you to die, because you just explode with this awesome noise. So that's just what it's doing real quick. That's fantastic. God. And then this is when the tower explodes. And I can forward this a little bit. And that was Vend-A-Geddon. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.